Hi, and welcome to a mod spotlight of WeaponReduxPack. This was created by Not a Banana and Clark Call, and is maintained by Not a Banana. Alright, why don't we go over all the weapons that the Weapon Redux mod introduces. We have the Colt 1911 and the engraved variant, the AK-101, It looks like you can take a pistol flashlight, nice and on there. Can't see because it's too bright. You can take a pistol suppressor. Now, does the pistol suppressor actually work? Let's see. Yes, it does work. And that, folks, is the Colt 1911. Thank you. And next we will be covering the AK-101 and its attachments. Let's take a look. So this is the AK-101 on the ground. You can see it looks quite nice. Usually spawns with a wooden buttstock and a wooden handguard. Let's take a look at it. In the 3D model viewer, you can see that it is quite a good model, and it looks very clean and almost like a true AK. It has a great description. Let's see what we can do with it. Its unload animation is awesome, and its magazine animation is pretty dang good too. It has semi-auto and modes. Let's see what this does against a zombie. Alright, fully auto. Let's try semi. Two shots. Probably one shot if you aim it for the head. So, what scopes can this take? Well, it can take the PSO1 scope. It can take the 1P N51 scope, which for those who don't know, that is the night vision scope. And Let's look at without night vision. So it's purely a night vision scope. It can also take the Cobra sight. It can take some different variants of its handguards. So one handrail, which is the AK polymer, makes it look a little bit more sleek and a lower profile in the dark. The AK rail handguard, on the other hand, does the same look, but it allows you to attach a universal flashlight to it, which can be kind of handy if you're trying to spot somebody and light them up. Furthermore, the AK-101 can take a AK polymer buttstock, and you can see it looks very slick, very low profile in the night if you want to be stealthy at night. And it also can take the AK folding buttstock right there. The AK-101 can also take a normalized suppressor. As you can see, sounds quite quiet. Even on full auto, it's not bad. The AK-101 shoots 5.56x4.5, which is the same rounds that you would find in an M4A1 or Stag Mag. Okay, so this was the AK-101. Alright, next we'll be covering the AK-74 and the AK-74U. We are covering these two weapons at the same time, since they use the same ammo type and are essentially the same gun, but one is a shorter variant. Let us continue. So, our first weapon we're going to look at is the AKS-74U, or as I just call it, the AK-74U. As you can see, it is a smaller variant of the AK. Has the same loading animation as the AK-101, but that is a buell animation. It takes one mag, 30 round clip, and it shoots the 5.45x3.9 rounds from the WeaponReduxPack. It's quite a nice semi-automatic, fully automatic. Now let's see what it can do against a zombie. Not bad. Semi-automatic. 2-3 shots. Not bad. This can take the attachments just like the AK-101 did. So, it can take a carbon fiber buttstock. It can take a folding buttstock. Now, unfortunately, the AK-74U does not have the option for a handguard, so there is no way to change the handguard from the variant that it already is. It can take the normalized suppressor, nice and soft. It can take the the Cobra. I apologize, folks. Apparently, it cannot take any scope. It is just a pure iron sight. Well, that's it for the AKS-74. Alright, let's cover now the AK-74. So as you can see, it looks quite beautiful. It will normally spawn with a wooden handguard and a wooden buttstock. What attachments can the AK-74 take? It can take the KA folding buttstock. It can also take the carbon fiber polymer buttstock, if I know where to put it. There you go. Nice and slick. It can furthermore take the KA polymer. So now you have a nice black gun, good for night shooting. And then the KA rail. Now the KA rail allows us to attach the universal flashlight. See? Nice. It takes a AK-74 mag that looks like this, same as the AK-74U mag. It shoots 5.45 by 3.9 rounds. You can see it loads quite nicely. Has fully automatic and semi. It can take a normalized suppressor. Now, unlike the AKS-74U, this gun can take scopes. The PS01, the Cobra sight, and finally, the night vision sight. Which obviously, it's not night, so yeah. But it looks great at night. And that, folks, is the AK-74. So next, we are going to be looking at the Amphibian, which is a already suppressed silenced gun. Here we have it on the ground. That's what it looks like on the ground and in the world. Let's pick it up. As you can see, it is a semi-automatic single-fire weapon, and it has an internal suppressor built in. Clicks nice and well. Let's slap a mag into it. This is what the mags look like. They're kind of hard to see at first. They take 22 rounds. Alright. So one shot to the head, about 3 to 4 shots to the chest. Let's try that again. Depends on who you're shooting. This guy looks like he had a little bit more body armor. Alright, so the Amphibian, the good thing about this gun is it's very silent. Like 50 meters and somebody may not even hear you. But what's more is you can suppress it even more. And this is it suppressed. That's it not suppressed. So you can definitely tell that this can be a very useful gun if hunting zombies or whatever else. And that, folks, is the Amphibian from Weapon Redux. Alright, next we are covering the AUG, which is a weapon that shoots 5.56 by 4.5, just the same ammo used for the M4A1. Have it here on the ground. You can see it looks nice. Already has what looks like an optic on the top of it. Let's take a closer look. As you can see, it does have a optic on the top of it, and it looks quite good like the .62 AUG. You can see that it has an internal sight. No zoom, but it's quite nice. Has a nice animation. Let's load it up. Okay, let's shoot a zombie. This is full auto. A little bit of a kick. This is single. essentially semi-automatic, even though looks pretty good. I like it. It says Mountain Crow 357 Magnum pistol. Not bad, not bad. Alright. So, the hammer gets in the way of the sight. But, if you put a bullet in it, you can now see the sight and the hammer is in the correct position. And now it goes back up, indicating that it is empty. Has a 9 round mag with 1 in the chamber, making it 10 rounds total. It is definitely not silenced, but it hits like a Mack truck. Yeah. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the gold-plated Desert Eagle for Weapons Redux. For our next weapon, we'll be featuring the Glock 19. Glock 19 is right there on the ground. Pretty good looking model. A little bit of wear on it. Let's look at it. So this is the Glock 19. See, it's a bit scratched up, like it's seen some use. Looks good. Love the little button. I think that's the safety right there on it. Alright, it takes the 9x19 millimeter rounds. See? Goes in there perfectly. Looks good. The sights are nice and clean, has the modern blow sights. Let's see what happens when I put a clip in it. Very nice. Smooth animation. Let's try some zombies. Three shots. It also takes a pistol suppressor. As you can see, the pistol suppressor makes it quite a bit more silenced. Redux. Alright, next we are going to be looking at the M249 light machine gun from Weapons Redux. As you can see, this is the M249 saw from Weapons Redux. Let's take a look at it. As you can see, it is a light machine gun with a belt-fed mag potential, as well as a extra carry handle for better control when shooting. Good description. Let's take a look at it. Put it in our hands. Alright, let's put a round in it. You can see the bullets coming out of the model. Looks pretty good. That is the regular sights. Quite loud. It is only fully automatic. It takes a regular stag mag. As well as it takes a huge belt-fed mag for your awesome convenience. As you can tell, it has kind of a kick to it. Definitely better to shoot this while fully prone. Very hard to control, but good for possibly suppressive fire or other things. It does shoot the 5.5 6x54 M4A1 rounds. A couple sights that it does take is the combat sight. Alright. It also takes the bus, which just gives you a higher range control. And then finally, it can it can take the carry hand, which honestly I think makes it look complete. And then it also can take the AUG, which may not be your best option, because as you can see, it jumps you quite high. Let's see what happens against zombies. Not bad. Let's switch to a better sight so it doesn't jump around so much. What will it do against a horde? Alright. Got quite a few zombies there. You should see its accuracy is quite low. Alright. And that, ladies, is the M249 saw. So next we are covering the P1 pistol. See right there? Alright. Put it in inventory. Looks kinda nice. Looks good to me. Let's take a look down the sights. You can see the hammer is in the way of the sights. Let's chamber it. Has a beautiful chamber animation. Oh, you can see down the sights now. Alright, and it can take a P1 magazine which holds 8 rounds. So this gun technically, if done well, can hold 9 rounds. 1 in the chamber and 8 in the mag. Let's see what it does against zombies. Obviously my aim was off there, but you saw that it took 3 to 4 shots. The P1 pistol can also take a pistol suppressor, and it can take an improvised suppressor as well. It has a nice unload animation, as well as ejecting the chamber. The suppressor does silence it quite a bit. And overall, it is a beautiful gun. Again, this is the P1 pistol from Weapon Redux. So next we have the Sega 12K Shotgun. Let's take a look at it. There it is right there. You can see that the Sega 12K Shotgun is quite well made. It looks nice and short. So, let's put it in our hands and take a look. You can see that it is very beautiful. Now this shotgun is semi-automatic, which means that you don't have to pump action every single time you fire a shotgun round. It means it's also a very deadly weapon at close range. It has a 5-round clip, an 8-round clip, and finally a 20-round clip, which is right there, as you can see. Let's see what it looks like with the 8-round mag in there. So, nice good extended mag on there. Fires well. Now let's look at the big 20-round mag on there, just because it's fun to see the different models. This is what it looks like with that. You can definitely tell that this would definitely be heavier towards the back because of the big drum, but definitely a beast. Can be loaded with 12 gauge buckshot or slugs, depending on what you want to do. Now this really gets kind of fun. PSO 1 scope fits right on top of it. So if you're using slugs, you might be able to shoot somebody from far away. And then we have our Cobra. And then we have a P1 night vision scope. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the Sega 12K from Weapons Redux. So the next weapon on our list is the Scout 308 rifle. You can see it right there. It comes in black and a couple of other colors. Let's take a look at it. You can see quite a nice compact 308 rifle. Let's put it in our hands and play with it a bit. Nice reload animation. Let's put a bullet in there. This can hold 4 rounds on top of the one already in the chamber, so it's essentially a 5-round thing. Now the only problem is the vanilla hunting scope does not go onto the scout rifle. But if you have Master's Mini Item Overhaul, his scout scope does. Alright, let's shoot a zombie. Missed. And it's manual reload every time. Got him. That was 200 meters away. But you can see, definitely a deadly rifle. And that, folks, is the scout rifle from Weapons Redux. Alright, next up is the Sporter 22. Let's take a look at it. Oh, beautiful wood texture. Looks pretty simple. I like it. Let's put it in our hand. Looks pretty good. Loading animation's nice. Let's unload it. It takes 22 rounds. It has a 10 round mag and a 30 round mag. That's what it looks like with the 10 round mag in it. The 10 round mag goes into it flawlessly, and you can see it right there. The 30 round banana mag. Let's unload this. And I gotta put this there. You can see it extrudes, but it's a firing area. It can take the hunting scope, and obviously a ghillie wrap. You can see it is a low sound. It does not have a room or a slot for a bottle suppressor. Let's see what it does against a zombie. Four shots, that's not too bad. Obviously, with a 22 rifle, you want to be aiming for headshots. Again, this is the Sporter 22 from Weapons Redux. Alright, next we will be looking at the Trumpet. You can see the model right here. It looks like it is a pump action, and it is a 22 rifle. Why don't we put it in our hands? Good animation, love the sound. Looks like it can take quite a few bullets. 6, 1 in the chamber. Let's see if I can load it again. Nope, yep. 7 in the chamber. And then you have to reload after every shot. It can take the hunting scope. Reload. Let's kill a zombie. Obviously, headshots are a one-shot kill. And with this type of pump action gun, I would suggest only looking for headshots. Again, this is the Trumpet from Weapons Redux. Alright, next we are looking at the VSS Vintorez. Let's look at it. Nice, beautiful gun. It shoots subsonic rounds, so it's more silent than most other weapons. Let's look at it down the scopes. It's an AK-like top. Looks like a pretty good gun. Let's look at the loading animation. Not bad. Only has a full auto option, but it is suppressed. Alright, it takes a 10 round mag. As you can tell, it's very quiet. The rounds are a subsonic rifle cartridge, 9x39. And this is what the box looks like. You can mostly find it in police cars and other things. It does take most of the same scopes as the AK. The Cobra. And finally, the night vision scope, if you're lucky to find one. They're huge on it. Alright, let's switch back to the Cobra, and let's spawn a zombie or two. Alright, let's see if I can count how many rounds that took. I'm guessing 3 to 4 rounds. And again, this is the VSS Vintorez from Weapons Redux. So next we are going to be covering the IZH43 Shotgun. Now this shotgun is a double-barreled shotgun. Has a nice wood stock. Looks good. Has a good unloading animation. Now let's put another round in it. Now don't be fooled by the one round only going in. If you do it again, you can put a secondary round in there. Obviously it has no scopes, and unfortunately you cannot use a hacksaw to cut it down to a sawed-off shotgun. Let's see what it does against a zombie. One shot and it went down. The shotgun can also take rifle slugs, but it cannot take massive beanbag shotgun rounds. Again, this is the IZH43 Shotgun from Weapons Redux. Thank you again for joining me on a mod spotlight of Weapons Redux. I hope you enjoyed. Look down in the description for timestamps of weapons